When and how did you pursue your first gig in radio, and how did you have an epiphany? You were like, or was it just kind of bounce into it? How did you and the job of radio intertwine?
I fell into it. I interned. Well, so I took up broadcasting in college because a professor said, "Hey, I was going to write. I was going to do newspaper. Thank God." Sorry, no offense against newspaper, but it's not its finest hour. But yeah, so I was, and my professor was like, "Hey, it's kind of big in broadcasting for women right now." So I made that my course of study and pursued all of that and took all the like studio training and ended up at WTOL in Toledo doing a TV internship for the summer, and upstairs was WIOT. And coincidentally, the person
in Toledo, right?
Yep,
That's
in Toledo. And just coincidentally, Jane Perry was leaving her job to go to law school, and I fell into that job.
Wow.
So my first job was with Buck McWilliams. We did a morning show together. First radio gig that I'd ever done, doing a morning show. And it was pretty crazy.
What do you remember about that time? Because it must seem like a lifetime ago, as many jobs as you've had since then.
It is. It's not that far away, though. But I just remember, like I was pretty serious about news back then.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I took it very seriously. And then, eventually rock and roll radio wouldn't be into it anymore. But it took a little while to sort of get into the whole having a partner sort of thing and being a sidekick. But it was I remember all of it. It was great. It was a good time. We, did a lot of appearances at bars and stuff like that. And
now I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Where did you grow up?
Sandusky, Ohio.
Okay. So not too far from Toledo.
Yeah. Well, and so I was kind of in that like sweet zone between Toledo and Cleveland. So I listened to both. Both of those were my rock and roll experience growing up.